Hey ho, Wendy's Fountain Pen News. I am trying this out because I have a fan on in here. I do realize that it's winter and I shouldn't have a fan on, but I'm really hot right now. I had a little procedure on my back this morning and I just feel like maybe my body's freaking out. So I'm testing to see if the sound is okay. Be right back. Okay, I think it's fine. I'm sorry if you can hear the fan and it's really bothering you. I'm really sorry, but this is just going to be the way it is. Pardon me. I have some notes here because I have so much I want to talk about. This is going to be a long one, folks. It's going to be chatty and it's going to be disjointed, and I apologize. No, I don't apologize because that's kind of how the weekend went and it was amazing. And I wanted to give you guys a feel for what it was like to go to my first kind of bigger pen show, not knowing anyone. So I knew Kirk and Crystal Spear because they are local to me in Colorado. And I knew online a number of different people, but I had never met any of them in person. And so I flew to Philadelphia knowing that I could potentially spend a weekend mostly alone. That did not happen, just so you know. So I think I'm excited to tell you all about it and give you some tips and tricks if you want to go to a show and you don't really know how to start or you don't know what it would be like. This maybe will give you an idea. So, I don't even know where to start. So on Thursday, I flew to Philly and I had emailed Brad Dowdy, the pen addict, and just said, I think we get into Philly at the same time. Do you want to share an Uber to the airport? To the hotel. And he said, sure. And so we connected. And then my dear friend, Lord Hibachi, sweet Lord Hibachi, came to the airport and picked us up. And we had Kirk and Crystal and Josiah Spear with us. And so we kind of split up all of the luggage because they have to bring so much luggage. You guys, they have tables and tables. I'll show you in the map when I get there. They have 3 or 4 tables of merchandise and they pack it all in suitcases and bring it. And I was amazed at how organized it was. It was amazing. And so we had some of their bags and we had Crystal with us on the way to the hotel. So we get to the hotel and the guy says, do you want a low or a high floor? And I said, well, do you have any high floor that has a view? And he's like, yeah. And so he said, I upgraded you to the club level. And so I had like this quintessential Philly, beautiful view in my room on the 26th floor. It was amazing. So that was super fun. Thursday night, I went out to dinner with Brad, the pen addict, and Lord Hibachi. We went and got cheesesteaks around the corner. They were good. It was very nice. Then we went and hung out down in the lounge at the hotel. And there were all kinds of funny people there. And we had a lot of fun just kind of hanging out. And one of the things that happened was there's this rad guy, Pierre Gustafson, if you've never heard of him. I could not say his name that night for some reason. I was trying really hard. So he would come up and ask your name, and then you would tell him, and he would write it in calligraphy and hand it back to you. And so I saved some of mine because he kept coming and asking the same people. So I just wanted to show them because they're so funny. So, okay, so here's one, right? Super beautiful. And then they started to get less beautiful as the evening went on. And then he started to get confused about who was with who. And so he thought I was married to Jamie Lord Hibachi. And so he wrote Wendy and Jamie. And then we were like, no, we're not together. And then he thought I was married to Rich at River City Penco. And so he did Rich and Wendy. So I have all of these. And I know he did another couple funny ones that I'll let those people tell about if they want to. But it was really funny. So Pierre, if you're watching, thanks for that. It was really a delight. And that was a fun thing of the first night. And then one of the other highlights of the first night is that my friend Aziza, aka Gourmet Pens, we've kind of been forming a friendship online for a while, and we did Gourmet Pens and Friends, and we kind of have known that we would be friends, but this was our first time meeting in person. And so when she got in, she came around, she kind of spotted me and she goes, I don't want to be creepy, and I said, oh my gosh. And I ran up and gave her a big hug, and it was so fun to hang out and, just get to know her and, all the people that came with her. And it was really fun. So the morning of the show, then I went to bed because I was like, look, I have goals tomorrow. I got to get up. By the way, this is the notebook that I took. I really suggest this. This is my top 10 pen show tip. Take a notebook that is your pen show notebook where you sample everything you sample at anybody's table, any pens, any stamps, anything, put them all in this book, because otherwise you're going to use their paper at their table and then you're going to be bummed that you don't have a reference of what you did. So this book, I used half of this book in Philly. So it has my name in it. It has, my sketch. I wrote down my schedule. So I tried out some nibs and pens that I tried, and people are so generous with the pens that they let you try. And so Friday morning, I went down knowing that I wanted to meet with Les from Stylosuite, because Les, oh, by the way, these are my new stickers. They kept asking me what their names were. And so this one is Esther and this green one is Oliver. I don't know why, but those are their names. So I went down to try to find Les from Stylosuite, and he was not there and had not set up yet. It had been snowing on Thursday, so some people were a little slow getting there on Friday to set up. So I went to Franklin-Christoph first. And Franklin-Christoph has a show ink, which I was excited to get because I have one other one that somebody gave me. And then I have this ink 25 now that they gave me. So that is really fun. And I wonder if I have that swatched anywhere. Maybe. I'll show you later. We'll do some swatching another time. This is going to be too long anyway. So I got the show. I knew I wanted the show ink, and then I didn't know what else they would have there, because I know they bring show special pens. They bring all kinds of things. And so I was looking and I saw this. Hold on, let me move this stuff. Oh, first, let me go back. When you register for the show, if you register for a 3-day pass, which I highly recommend you do for Philly, you get this Nibbage, kind of a playbill situation. And so it has a page for les stickers, which I put some of les stickers on there. It has the map. So I was going to show you Pen Realm. So they had 3 tables. So they brought on the plane with them 3 tables worth of stuff, which was just amazing. They're amazing people. I love them so much. It has the seminars listed out. It has the future pen shows coming up. Look at all of those. That's so exciting. They have some things to eat in the hotel and within walking distance. Some little articles written by a couple of rad people. And then they have these autograph pages that you can get signed, which was so fun and special. I was so excited to do that. So, and it has Aziza's amazing work on the back. Aziza worked her tail off. A number of people worked their tails off to get this done. But Nibbage is awesome. I think every show should have it or something like it. And it was just really great to have that. So Nibbage is awesome. Let me put this somewhere where I won't lose it. Nibbage, Nibbage. Okay. So anyway, so I sat at Franklin-Christoph. And then let me move this other stuff so that you can see clearly what I'm talking about. This is the new Franklin-Christoph too. I got to tell you about it at some point, but not right now. That's for another time. Okay. I'm going to put this stuff right here. Okay. So I got this cute rickshaw sleeve from Lord Hibachi when I bought a couple pens from him. But here is the first Franklin-Christoph that I decided upon. Is this amazing etched. It's a Model 3M modified, which means it doesn't have a finial and it doesn't have a clip. But can you see, it's my lighting. I'm sorry. It's the end of it's the winter time, so I have on artificial lighting. It's etched and then painted, and so it kind of looks like it has a rainbow light coming out of it. And I asked Audrey Madison herself, the Nibmistress that sits at Franklin-Christoph. She is incredible and delightful to sit and talk with. And I asked her what she thought I should get in it. And she said, well, I do have double broad Raven Sigs that I don't normally have. So here is a double broad Raven Sig from Franklin-Christoph. It looks green right now because the ink I have in it has a little bit of green in it. Let's get another piece of paper and I'll write with it and you can see. Another thing I got to do with Audrey was have her look at a couple of the nibs that I have and tell me whether she ground them or Jim Rouse ground them. And one of them ended up being a Nagahara stub that I thought was a SIG, but it was not. So that was really great that she was able to do that for me. But she was just a joy to talk to. And I sat there while she tuned my nibs and had me try them. And they were great. So then they had this other pen and I was taken by it. And then I decided at the last minute just to buy it. I was like, I'm here. I'm just going to buy it. And it turns out this is the only one that they had. And so there were a number of people who had been eyeing it. But I was there in the first 10 minutes of the show. And so I bought it. And it is also a Model 3M modified, meaning no finial, no clip. And it is etched with a Greek key design. And I love this so much. A number of times people in the show tried to steal it from me. My friend Eleanor acted like she hated me the whole weekend because of it. But I got it with a 14K double broad nib. And so this one, it has a much lighter ink in it. Double broad, 14K. And it's just a little bouncier. And it's not a SIG, but Audrey did tune it for me right there at the table, which was great because it was quiet. And then I went over to the Stylosuite table and I sat there and just waited for Les like a psycho. I just sat at his table and waited for him to come and set up. And he's like, look at you. He's sitting here so patiently. And I was like, or not so patiently. I'm a crazy person. And so I got to sit with Les for a long time, at least 90 minutes that first time. And I tried everything he had. He is the thing I would say to describe Les is that he is generous of spirit. He is with you. When he is with you, he is with you. And he would say things like, I don't think this is in your wheelhouse, but I'm going to have you try it anyway. And then he'd go on to the, once I'd give feedback on that, he'd go on to the next thing and tell me what next thing I should try. And so what I settled on was something that I can't show you because I didn't bring it home yet because he needs to put it together. So actually, you know what? Let me leave these out. So these, they're going to roll away. Don't roll away. Here, I'll put this right there so you can kind of see. Okay. So that's the start of my haul, so that this isn't the most boring video of all time of just me talking while you stare at a blank piece of paper. So he's going to send it to me. It is an Edison Collier in a beautiful resin with a fine metallic X-Wing harpoon nib. You guys know how I feel about Stylosuite. I cannot wait to get it. And I will show you in great detail when I do. So Friday evening, we did a nib wipe class. And I call these nib wipes noINKs, because the sound makes me laugh, and it's no ink. Get it? No ink. You use it to wipe off your nib after you feel your pen. We had so much fun in that class. I had music playing. It was Aziza's class. I totally took it over because she was a little overwhelmed by the concept. And I don't even have one here to show you, you guys, because I'd never made one. We were so busy trying to get everyone else's made. And I just have to thank Claudia from the Cloudy Desk for helping. She just jumped right in and helped us with adding the jump rings and everything for people's charms. It was just a delight. It was so fun. So I really appreciate her for that. And Aziza, it was just a joy. So then I got, let's see, where are we in the weekend? I don't know. I have a list here. So I'm just going to talk about the next thing on the list. So I got to try, well, okay, sorry, like discombobulated. I'm still recovering. It's Friday and I've been home since Monday and I feel like I'm still recovering, but it's fine. So I had ordered a number of inks and stuff from Aziza because she was going to just bring them to the show and not charge shipping. And so I got a number of inks from her and I have some of them here to show. I got, of course, the quintessential business in the front, party in the back. It is amazing. It's a blue, it's like a dark navy blue with kind of it almost has like a pink sheen. It's so fun. So business in the front, party in the back. I got, let's see, what else? I got a couple of different, oh crap, I just dropped one. What? Now where did that go? It just like fell into the abyss. What? Oh, there it is. Okay. Where? That was crazy. Okay. Sorry. She has a number of Gourmet pens and Ink Institute exclusives. These two, Viola and Ice Fog, are astounding. I mean, all of the inks that I got from her were incredible, but these two are some of my favorites. So those are a couple of those. And then let's see, here's another one of her exclusives. This is with Epitome Pen Company. This is called Criminal. It's a beautiful, beautiful purple, and it almost has a gold sheen like everyone talks about dark lilac having. So that is exciting. Let's see what else is in here that I got from Aziza. Oh, okay. This is something I got from her that I could not believe she brought me. This was just a treat for me because she's so kind and wonderful. She brought me the Scriptus Pannonia ink from the Scriptus Toronto Pen Show. It's called Niagara Peach, and it's awesome. So that was a special, special gift. Thank you, Aziza. And then I met Helen from Helen's Creations. She is an incredible person, and her son was with her. We had a great time chatting. I bought a few things from her, including this rad ink called number 71. Creatively, no, it's actually not called that. It's called Shimmer Ink Cherry Bomb Sparklingly Delicious. And it is not cherry. It is a bright, punchy pink. Which pen do I have that in right now? Oh, I don't have that pen down here. Otherwise, I'd write with it. So I got that and a sample from her. She had all these pen kimonos that she makes from vintage kimono fabrics. She has all kinds of amazing things. And so that was really fun to see her. I went to Sugar Turtle Studios and I got some really awesome stickers and things there. If I can get them out of this box, come out of the box, stickers. I put everything I was going to talk about into a box so that I could like know what I was talking about. Oh, this is another thing I got from Tom's studio that I need to talk about. Oh, this is another thing I got from Aziza. It's a Kiwi Inks rainbow in a bottle. Very cool. That was really fun. Okay, these two things are also from Sugar Turtle. I have this whole Sugar Turtle, gosh, that's hard to say for me for some reason, Sugar Turtle stash that I got. So one of the things I got was Inkdependence Mike's, one of his new inks called Hens and Chicks. It's green with a purple shimmer. It's really, really fun. So that's exciting. And then I got this cute stamp from Eric Small Things that says my favorite things, and it has ink and a pen, and it says have fun on it. It's so cute. And then I got these awesome stickers. I got Please Ink Responsibly, which makes me laugh. Please ink responsibly. I got some Pilot 823 stickers. If only they made Pilot 823s in these colors, I would be a very, very poor person. I should put that right side up so you can see sugarturtlestudio.com. And then I got a whole sheet of cans of Whoop-Ass, and they are conveniently pre-opened for you. So you don't even have to open the can of Whoop-Ass. It is open for you. So that was fun. I got a vinyl sticker gift pack that has some of those fun stickers in there too. And then Tom does this cool, Tom, did I get that right? Let's consult the Nibbage and see what my brain is doing right now. Because he has a little article back here and I just want to make sure I get it right. Does it say in here? Editor's choice. Tom, yes. Okay, I had it right. I felt crazy for a second. Oh, this is another thing Aziza gave me, you guys. This was so sweet. It's very shiny and sparkly, but this is a little tiny little notebook that she made for me. She made some for a few people, and it has, she actually did an Aziza inky mess in it, and it says Philly. This is not a reproduction. This is like true fountain pen ink on here, and I'm just so touched that she would think of me and include me in that little list of people. It was really special. But Tom does these little pocket notebooks, postcards from the past, and they're so funny because they're used postcards. So I maybe should have opened this ahead of time. Sorry for the crinkle. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Oh my gosh, I can't get the tape off. Okay, here we go. It's coming out now. Sorry, that was terrible. So here's mine. It's like a mud, like a root cellar or something. I don't know. And then when you flip it open, it has the actual card. It says it's a Navajo hoe gun. Excuse me. Silly me. Dear Lillian, just a line from somewhere, New Mexico, for your postcard collection, Grandpa. It's so sweet. And look at the card cost 1 cent. So, and then it has really good paper in it because Tom uses good paper. If I had to bet money, I bet this is Kikuyo business paper, which is great for fountain pens. So I have this fun little Navajo Hogan notebook that I got from Sugar Turtle Studio. Let's consult my list. I got some things from Crazy Allen's, which was really fun to meet Anita and Alan, but I did not bring any of that stuff down here because I'm not organized. So another fun thing that we did is that I brought down all of the noINK making stuff on Saturday night to the bar. And so we had craft time in the bar and everyone made noINKs, and it was so fun to get to know people and chat. I got to know Tori from Stationery Universe and Mikayla from White Bear Pens and Crystal's Beer. We got to hang out a lot more, and I got to know Francisco from Heinz Pens, and I got to know, it just was so fun. And everybody thought it was a great time, and we are going to have to do it again because it was really, really fun. I have all kinds of charms, and so people were picking out their charms and putting them on. It was just great. So we had an amazing time doing nib wipes after dark is what I was calling that. So that was fun. And then on Sunday, it was a quiet day. It was snowy in Philly and the Eagles were playing in a playoff game. And so things started to clear out on the show floor pretty early. And so people started to clear out and it got quiet. And so I kind of disappeared and rested for a little bit. And then I ended up going out to dinner with my friends, Clara and Peter Coco, so sweet, and their friends, Jay and Beth. And Jay had me trying pens and he was like, have you ever tried a Namiki Emperor? I was like, no. And he was like, well, here. And so I would just go through and try. So I'll just show you some of this stuff. Oh, Sunday, I have to tell you a really important thing about Sunday. So there's some things I bought. Here are the things I tried at Stylosuite. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages of things that I tried from him. Oh, this is that color. This is that cherry bomb color. Isn't that fun? And this is Aziza's Watermelon Slushy and Ice Fog. So you guys need to go and get yourself some of those because they're awesome. And then this one says, Philly Pincho 2025 Cherry Bomb, not Yamabudo. I think Les wrote that. It's so funny. So I got some stamps. There's one from River City Penco. I wrote some little experiences down so that I wouldn't forget. I wrote down my notes from my workshops. Saturday, I did so many workshops. That's why I didn't really talk about Saturday very much, because I was in workshops all day. I got to try a bunch of people's pens. Let's find the pages of Jay's pens. Just no big deal. A Santini Flex Broad, Ogiva Extra with a vintage Omas nib. You know, a few Pelican M1000s, Visconti Homo Sapiens. I mean, pens that I've never even dreamt of trying. He just was like, here, try this, try that, try this, try that. So that was really fun to get to try a bunch of those. On Sunday morning, we were supposed to have, oh, here's that stamp. It's a really, really cute impression. I love it. So on Sunday morning, they were supposed to have a podcast with Aziza and Eric, their Touring Circus podcast with Drew Brown as a guest. And Aziza lost her voice and couldn't do it. And so she was so kind and texted me and told me where to come and find her. And she was off sitting with Drew and our friend Sarah. And so I got to sit and have a little breakfast time with just them. And I had Drew try one of Les from Stylosuite's nibs. And he got so distracted by the amazingness of the nib that he misspelled the first word he was trying to write. And as you would expect from Drew, he was writing random words. And so he was trying to write, and he did it in my notebook, so I have it. He was trying to write beefy football teeth, and he wrote Beffy football teeth. And then he wrote a whole bunch of other things like Radical Nugget, and it just cracked me up. And he's like, what is this ink? And I called this ink Accidental Baby Poop, because I put it in a pen that I hadn't really cleaned out thoroughly, and I put in Robert Oster Peach, and this is what came out. So it's the new favorite ink of everyone is Accidental Baby Poop. Everyone was like, what is this ink? I'm like, I can't tell you. I don't know. So that was really special that time, to get to spend just with those few people, just to chat and get to know each other a little bit was so special. I cannot thank everyone enough for the magic of the show. It was so awesome. I feel like I could go to any show now and know enough people that I would be completely comfortable, but I'm going to give you guys my best advice. I just would walk up to people and say, hi, I'm Wendy Sue. And I would say my channel name and I would hand them stickers and just meet people. I think I know that it's hard when you're an introvert. Find someone like me. Find someone like me who's going to take you by the hand and take you around and introduce you to people. That's my recommendation, because these people are the warmest, most welcoming people in the world. And you will find friends. You will find your people. I found a new friend who is exactly my twin. We are both opera singers. We are both sewists. We are both fountain pen fanatics. We both are moms. I mean, we are like literally the same person. And I am so thankful to have met her. It just was a magical experience. So thank you for sitting through this whole thing. I'm going to put a whole bunch of links down below. If you like this kind of content and you want to see currently inked and new pens and all kinds of other random things, stick with me here. Sign up, subscribe. What's that word I'm supposed to say? Subscribe and hit the like button and all that, blah, blah, blah. This was 23 minutes of me blabbering. I appreciate all of you for watching. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Fountain pen news. Boop, 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 boop.